Audio Jungle.
This is a podcast
brought to you by the Film Network.
Audio Jungle.
And remember, everything great begins by the water. Enjoy.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And we back, second episode, Bottle Water Podcast, hosted by Lauren True. Today's guest we got here today, Kris G.
What's up? What's up?
Yes, sir, my boy, a film director. We met back in Florida from the O. You originally from the O? O native?
Nah. I'm from New York and shit, but
Oh, yeah.
I kind of like moved to Orlando so early that it's like I'm from Orlando already.
I feel that. Yeah, so, me and Kris, we met back in the O just through the whole cinematography scene and all that shit. And, yeah, this nigga came a long way.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, like, you one of the few people that we worked with
Early on and shit.
yeah, that I still keep up with. You feel me? Like a lot of people, it's just like, yeah, we worked with them, but it's not really. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really
Nah, I
do
feel
nothing.
you,
They ain't
yeah.
really. They ain't keep up with it. Them niggas got
Consistency.
married. Them niggas
Yeah.
got kids. They was just like, fuck it on that tip. But
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, you not saying that niggas who got married and had kids, it was a problem with it. But it's like once you do shit like that, you
gotta stay
definitely.
consistent. That's why I
Yeah.
tell everybody that when they start it, it's like if you're gonna do it, you can't like stop for 2 months. You can't stop for like a month, really. Like I try to stay on it that much. Like, but now we met like, bro. Like I think I just started.
Yeah, you just started. Like Max literally was like, "Yo, this this kid that wanna just bring on shoots and set and shit like that, just for the extra help." And yeah, you just got into the mix with it. Then like, how did that even happen? You remember?
Yeah,
Like,
so
with-
I
like
was
that
shooting
shoot.
like videos just for like my friend's uncle, and like he was just rapping, like we were just doing it for fun type shit. And I think Maxwell saw one of my videos, and I was doing like animations on him, so he was just like, "Hey, like,
Yeah, the animations.
like I
Yeah,
had
that's
just
what it
looked up
was.
how to do them bitches, and I was like excited to do them, so I did them on that video. And I think Maxwell was learning how to do them, so he hit me up like, "Oh, you know how to do these, this and that," and he wanted me to like edit some shit, but he took me on my first shoot, which was in like Tampa or whatever. And like after that, like I just fucked with the shit and I just kept going with it. Even though like I did like videos and all that like way before, it's just that once I saw how it was like on the shoot, how cool it was, like chill and all that, that's just like really when I just locked in and started doing it.
Yeah, that whole time period with the animation shit was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, man, because I remember when I did this shit for Ja, the DJ, you remember her? She shot a video, and then I did like animation for like the title, and it was like, man, I just did letters, you know what I'm saying? Just
It was like annoying, you saying?
yeah, like
Yeah.
tedious as a motherfucker, like especially
Yeah.
when you're not. It's like I wasn't looking for, like I'm not a cartoonist, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the animation shit already wasn't gonna be nothing like mad dramatic or even too creative. It
Yeah.
was just gonna be just straight lines. So like the fact that you gotta keep drawing it, retrace it,
Frame
keep
for
drawing
frame
it,
and
trace it. Yeah. So
Really like effects in general is tedious, but you know that already.
yeah, man, that's why I
They
that's when I
died down, though.
specialize.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's why I'm like, let's get back to that shit because
Yeah.
I'm the type I like cinematic type
Yeah.
shit personally, and that's why it was like with me and Max, it was like he was the one to basically put the sauce on it. It was like I make the dish, he had the sauce.
He'll do the edits and
So
shit.
that's kind of like what it was, and it was like the edits, like the extra edits, you know what I'm saying? The shit that I didn't want to sit down, like an edit that he would make a preset for, but it took him like 5-6 hours to even make
To
that
do
preset
it,
edit.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's the kind of shit that'd be like, damn, like, fuck. And you can only use it so many times, and especially in music videos before it get played out. Somebody steals the effect, and then somebody
And
else steals the
it's
effect.
copied
It's a
and
whole
it's
YouTube
over with,
tutorial
yeah.
about how to do the effect, and now it's just in the whole like pool of effects that you can do on the music video.
Yeah, we could talk for like an hour just about effects that are like everybody does.
Right.
You know what I'm
that
saying?
are basic, that have become basic effects.
Yeah.
That were hard at first.
But now
then-
everybody knows how to do them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dumb easy. It's like, man, I be watching.
I feel like
that.
it's switching now because like nobody really wants to do effects. Like I know I don't want to do effects no more.
Yeah.
And that's like what everybody wants me to do. So it's like I try to like filter them like a little bit throughout the videos and shit, like, and just do it in my own type of way. Cause I mean, you know how that shit is, bro. Effects is like crazy. But
yeah, the effect shit was just like, and that's the thing with some videos, like, boy, that's the only thing that niggas got. It's
I
like,
feel you, yeah.
Like that's the only, as far as the cinematographer, like
Yeah.
that's the only thing he got is those effects, cause ain't shit else. It don't seem like
shots
there's
don't
no,
look good.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
shots aren't any type cinematic.
Yeah, not
It's just
framed
cool
right.
colors. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like angles are lackluster in a motherfucker, like
Yeah.
shit like that. So I feel like those people probably be the ones who have the hardest effects. But it's like just having the video full of effects, especially now, starting to look just like a TikTok. Like
Yeah,
you
I
know
feel
those
that.
like those TikTok editors, like and those dancers
They
who
do
edit their own
dances
shit.
and then the effects
All
is
that
crazy,
extra
yeah.
shit, like it's literally 16, 17 effects on that one little TikTok, and it's like, well, damn, that shit is basically the whole music video right there. in
Yeah.
15, 20 seconds.
I like set design and shit like that. I feel like that's like I like story based videos, like of course, but like I feel like set design and just doing shit like color schemes and shit like that. That's like my favorite shit to do because then you really don't need effects. You know what I'm saying? Like you already got like something.
Everything else does the work for you,
Yeah, exactly.
and effects will ruin all of that. It's like
Yeah.
basically all the hard work you did is like motherfuckers can't even pay attention to it because you cutting so fast and then you moving like, you know, just all the extra warping and cropping and shit that you can't, where that'll take away your mind from the background and how the lights complement each other with the outfit, the colors, you know what I'm saying? It's shit like that that people who aren't really into cinema might look over. So with some artists, you know, if they have very shallow, like I say, if they got not a shallow following, but they following don't look that deep into their
Their
artistry,
Mm-hmm.
it's like that's perfectly acceptable. Like,
They
you know what
just
I'm saying?
want effects.
Just right, put that, you know what I'm saying? Go in the white room, fucking green screen, couple cars, bitches. It's a wrap. Like, that's
Nah, yeah,
that's the
yeah.
formula for it. It's like shit,
Yeah.
just something cool to look at. But especially where we at now, you know what I'm saying? Like, how old are you now?
24.
Oh shit, oh yeah, same age. So
Yeah.
so it's kind of like it ain't really. We don't want just that no more. You feel me? Like we've been there, done that so easily. Like
Yeah.
you have clients who have mad money, but only thing they really want is that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really want just basic ass video, and it's like, damn, it's cool as fuck. But I got so much more creativity that I do want
To
to unlock.
offer and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. Nah, I feel that way too. It's like I feel like I can't remember who I was telling that, but it's like you get bored, man. Like
Yeah.
just shooting the same video over and over, you get bored. That's why like I'm glad when I get a certain type of artist that wants to do something different because it helps. But I mean, when I shoot as many videos as I do a year, I'm bound to shoot like some that look the same or shit like that,
yeah.
where I have to put effects and switch it up. But it's way better when you meet somebody that's down with that type of shit that you're saying, because from there it's easy.
Yeah, when you meet somebody who actually want to do something creative, that shit is like, to me, my, like, what I'm trying to say. It's like them niggas are like far and few between, basically, you know? Like, not even just niggas, but those people in general across the spectrum who want a visual from you. Like, I'm like we were talking about, I've only been out here for the year, and the first, like, year I haven't been focused solely just on, like, FL Productions up until, like, now. But I'm pretty sure that we'll probably run into, like, you know, more people looking for some creative. But even when, you know,
Out
before
here,
we
you
moved,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
But even before we moved out here, it was like it was like Max was shooting like cool stuff, but not all of it was creative. It was just like the California style of like all the Florida shit we were doing, like the Rodeo Drive, the Beverly Hills, Malibu. Like, you know how those, like, they get played out. Like, those are just destinations that just get played out.
I noticed that when you shoot anywhere that's like out here in LA, it's like the same thing. So when I went to New York, I was talking to a dude out there, and it's like he was saying that he does videos. Everybody wants to shoot Times Square. They want to shoot in front of the bridge, and then all his videos start looking the same.
Right, because everybody want those same scenes, and it's like that's kind of the loop that we got stuck in back home, and then
In Orlando?
and then the theme, what I saw happening out here is like if they don't, either they want to go do something generic like I just said, or it's just gonna be in a white room. You know what I'm saying? A room with a white
like
wall.
a visual studio.
Yeah, but it's like
But just
even
a
if
white
a
screen.
studio, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't even be that big of a production for. Excuse me. That big of a production for like at least the clients we had. Like we had some decent like productions as far as studio productions, but it was never nothing crazy. It was just more so lights, you know, like just big ass white studio with props and shit like that, but nothing like mad crazy where you had like props, multiple people, different sets type shit. But,
Yeah, different sets. That's big.
But yeah, over time niggas about to get there.
You trying to get a studio or something? Like
Oh yeah, like that's definitely a goal out here.
that's what I'm trying to do too. I'm back home though, like in Orlando and shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like but it's like as far as a studio, like I want a like a base like a warehouse, but like
Something big.
Yeah, definitely got to be big because at this point, like I already know how to like for all the FL originals that I want to roll out, just like on the app alone, I already got like 7, 8, and it's like FL originals. But it's like shit, it's gonna be kind of a kicking my ass if I don't make sure I'm in a space where I can shoot more than one of those originals. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Like
You need a flexible space, like a big ass space.
big ass one.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, for sure. I've been looking at places in Orlando. Them bitches, they're really not that much down there. But I'm trying to do like half music studio, because like my boy does that shit, and then half what do you call it, visual studio. So I want like sets, all that type of shit in there.
Yeah, see, when we were looking into the FL studio, nigga was about to put. Well, it was kind of like. It was definitely like not the most financially responsible move for us to make.
What, early on you saying? Like
Just even after we saw what entailed the studio, it was like a music studio at least.
Oh,
it was
I see
like
what you're saying, yeah.
It wasn't as profitable as you think unless you're basically investing into people who come through there as artists,
Yeah.
Like, and that was kind of what we saw, and it was like we could only take the visual studio so far as the spaces that we saw. Like, it was gonna be space that wasn't even worth it. Like, spaces just as big as the studio that you saw we had back home, or you know what I'm saying, something like my apartment with fucking that window, with that wall in my bedroom added. So it wasn't nothing crazy, and it wasn't nothing worth it. So when we were thinking about, well, damn, how many clients we got to turn around, basically start doing the business side of it, it just didn't seem as profitable as if we weren't basically doing it for ourselves and investing in ourselves to make the money back,
Yeah, I see
So
what you're saying.
that's kind of like where we was at with it, and that's why the visual studio was definitely going to come before the music studio.
Yeah.
But the music studio was going to be basically the left field theories.
That would be y'all's shit. I see what you're saying, yeah.
Right, because it's like, well, shit, we make money. We're like, as musicians, we gonna make the money to put back into this. So just might as well have our own studio with our own engineers and like, shit like that. But as far as profit wise, it was like the visual studio was definitely way more profitable, but larger investment, like as far as square footage and equipment. So
you need all the equipment, the lights, everything. Especially if you're trying to build sets. I know out there in Florida, they barely have any sets. Like, I mean, you got to go kind of like towards Miami.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got to go down south.
You got to go to Miami just to get like a schoolroom set.
Right, yeah,
like a
all of that
hospital
shit.
bed set, just the basic shit. So it's like, if I make that out in Orlando, it'll be way easier for people to have that shit.
Especially people coming from Georgia and shit. Like, they don't have to go all the way to Miami for it.
Yeah. Orlando's getting a little bit better at that. I know a couple more studios are opening up. Like, I just went to the one the other day that's like building some sets. Like, they had like a jail room or whatever.
Okay.
So that helps a little bit.
They was like, yep, niggas love prison. They was like, niggas love prison. They gonna love this shit. They gonna eat this shit
It
up.
was like the first one he made.
Right,
He said,
exactly.
this is the one.
This is right. He was like, niggas gonna eat this shit up.
Yeah, he must have been watching music videos.
Right,
or
like
something.
a motherfucker, like, or was he an older dude?
Yeah, he's like an old white dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
so,
that made
yeah.
all the sense. Niggas love this shit.
Yeah.
All the Tupac videos have these. in
Yeah,
there.
he saw me come through with a couple of videos, so he's like, they're gonna like. it.
Right, they're gonna love
He
this
saw
shit.
it, yeah.
So yeah, that's what's up though. Like I've been seeing the Orlando scene as far as artists go grow,
Yeah.
but
nah.
I was just talking to Blue about this today. What be pissing me off is that, like, okay, you follow that Orlando Hotspot TV shit on Instagram. So
Oh wait, yeah. That's the IG like promo.
yeah, but it's like, damn. What's crazy is that all I see is, of course, like West Side niggas. Of course, like that's what I'm saying. I'm a West Side nigga myself, but
It's
hood
only-
niggas.
Oh, okay. I see. What you're
Only
saying.
hood niggas. Like you feel me?
Yeah.
Like the music. I don't create like
You don't make
trap. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like I'm not a trap rapper personally. Like I rap about trapping, but it's like my sound is
Your
not that
genre's not
sound.
trap,
And it's
yeah.
but it's like all I see on that page is just trap rappers, and I'm looking at it like, damn. Like I thought y'all was about to be different from basically all these other pages, because I think they were fucking with me at one point. Like they posted when I first dropped the Marijuana's Complimentary. I think they posted some shit, but then it's like they went up like quick as fuck.
Yeah.
And now all I see is fucking just like Pootie, Cut 'em, Loose Cannon,
Yeah.
Glock 9, and then everybody else in between. And I'm like, damn, so what happened to all the other creatives? You feel me? Like the whole scene that the Left Field Theory like fucking paved as far as different, like we was the only West Side niggas not making
Not
trap
doing
rap.
trap, yeah.
Like we was the only West Side niggas who was making hard ass music, but wasn't no, know what I'm saying, wasn't no soft ass niggas, and we was still busting shows like crazy. So it's like, damn, like don't forget about them niggas, because if you know what I'm saying, not like if the next motherfuckers like us in the city, they might not be as strong to let that shit not discourage them. Because if you looking at the, you know what I'm saying, the Instagram, the only motherfuckers that the city look like they loving is niggas who gotta be trapped out. And it's like, that's not everybody. And that's really my only gripe with the whole Orlando scene. It's like, it still looks like it's so like hard to even, not even recognize, but just show love to the people
Something that's
who
different.
aren't, yeah, because it's like, it's not even crazy different. It's just not that, you know, it's just not trap rap, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is not all on the same high pace trap beat. Like it ain't that. So that's really my only thing with it. But other than that, it's like I'm proud of it. It's like I ain't hating on like none of the
No, yeah, I feel you.
Orlando rappers or nothing like that. It's just like I really wish that they would let other niggas shine as far like even just show, because as I was scrolling down the page, bro, I'm seeing like, so basically it's like they just reposting everything that all these rappers posting. But I'm like, damn, but I do know other people in the O who still in the O who still got plays, you know what I'm saying, invest in their music heavily, invest in their visuals, are creatives, and been doing it just as long as us, but these niggas don't even look their direction. I'm like, damn, like if you just trying to work one demographic, but from my knowledge, them niggas said the Orlando hip hop scene. So I'm like, if y'all the Orlando hip hop scene, nigga, this just
Should be
trappers.
everything.
Yeah, it's just trappers.
Yeah. I feel like it's like a trap wave going on though right now.
Oh yeah, and
Like I don't know if you feel like that, like just not even like Orlando. It's kind of like on the whole rap scene, because like I feel like through like around like when I started and I met y'all, it was like more like that Lil Pump type wave. You know?
oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because that's
Like,
when Pump, Juice, Smoke Perp,
it
all
was
them,
that type
X.
wave going
Yeah.
on where people were rapping like that, and then now I feel like we just really moved into like the real street shit where everybody's on like some street rapper shit. But I feel you on that, because I meet people who that are dope from out in Florida and they don't get any love just because they're not trappers. You know what I'm saying? They're not trap rappers, but that's what's big right now.
Yeah, and I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying, all love to him. Like Reese, I ain't never know about Cut 'em Reese
Cut 'em Reese,
until I found Madden, and then it was like, oh shit, this nigga from the West Side, like, and then his management, man, shout out. I keep saying this shit. Shout out to Cut 'em Reese management, cause boy, if you just look at the difference between, there's on some real shit. Like, look at Glock, look at Reese. From what I seen, Glock got picked up by got picked up by YM, which I called too before he even signed. Like when he dropped
When he
Creole and
signed,
shit.
you're saying?
Yeah, like I was like, okay, he in the South. It's either gonna be QC or
QC would have
YM.
been fire if he would have signed. I fuck with QC.
But it was like QC already got their young nigga and
Yeah.
Yachty, and then they had Migos booming, City Girls.
Yeah.
Like
Who do
they,
they
you feel
need?
me? They didn't need nobody
They
else.
don't need
But he
nobody.
was doing numbers. I was like, somebody go pick him up, and then look who
Who's
come.
Cutter Reese is signed or
Nah, he not.
he's not? He's
But
just
it's
got
like-
like some independent management shit.
That's from what I can see. Like I don't know his management. Like I haven't looked like.
But you're
that
saying they're
deep,
doing good.
But
so-
they're like, cause I know it's people around him like who are, cause he came, so he dropped Madden, right? And then I found Madden like a couple months after it blew. Then he like that really like that Madden shit really took, and then it was like boom, now he out here in LA. Just dropped
Yeah.
the album he just dropped. Like when he came out here, he shot the video
Was he
with
with
Chief
Chief
Keef.
Keef? Yeah.
He shot the shit with Fredo Bang. Like basically he doing what we see rappers
do when they're
it-
on
right.
with like a label. I see what you're saying.
And it's like, well, shit, what they did with Glock. They signed Glock. I forgot if it was like 2 million or 5 million, whatever the contract was.
Yeah.
It was like a shit, like signed for some shit. And it was like, this nigga off the dribble, quiet. And then his next tape, it was just quiet. And I'm like, bro, that's what fucking Young Money do, man. Like Young Money, like
Yeah.
Birdman is I would
You
not
feel like
sign
they
the
shelf artists or something?
I feel like they just don't invest in what they think that they need to. It's like I don't think that they purposely meant to shelf the nigga because
They just
from
do
my
it.
knowledge, Young Money ain't had nobody going for him. You know, like so it was like shit. But
Yeah.
I just don't think that they just put in what they really like needed
work.
to
Yeah.
for Glock. Like they left his ass in Orlando and he was
Features and
just in Orlando all the
Yeah,
time.
when did he? I don't remember him seeing him going out and, like out
And-
here and working with some big people. I
Right.
mean, I know he had a little Dirt feature and shit
Yeah.
like that. But I see what you're saying. He's not like
It
the
don't
label's not pushing him to go out and network with people.
Right, or the label not doing it with him. Like they're not
Yeah.
taking him. Like that's what I'm saying. Whoever his management is like doing a great job because they came out here. They got him on a set. They got him on sets, and then they got him the feature with before the Chief Keef one. He had the feature with Dirk,
Yeah.
like with the no statement. So it's just like, damn, you booming. Like this is your either like niggas first project like into the game, like you know what I'm saying, where basically niggas like in the game type shit. Either gonna be like a third features or like no features and like maybe one or two.
Yeah.
But he had like a third features on it. So it was basically, you know, all these other people's like fan bases to tap in on him. Because that's kind of what features are for. Is like, okay, let me work with a nigga who from there, a nigga from here,
Spreading
from there.
his name and all that.
Yeah, and then he doing that, and then you know it's the songs to show that he can bar up and hold it on his own. And so now he about to ride this wave for I guess like maybe like 6 months before he dropped like the project, like to like really like stamp his name into this bitch for like another year and a half.
Yeah.
If he don't try to some little baby shit and drop the 3 bang 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 and then just ride them bitches out,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a couple ways to go, but he's looked like he taking the path of one, and I fuck with that for him. Like,
Yeah,
Heavy.
he came left field. Like I knew about him, but like he blew up like crazy. Like
Yeah,
real
that
quick.
Madden
So I
track,
see what
yeah.
you're saying.
and it's like boom, and it's like damn, nigga, you taking the right steps too. Like you're not just out here, you know what I'm saying, just on the block still.
Yeah.
That's what was pissing me off about Pootie and Glock. It was like, damn, bro, y'all niggas still on the block. Like, where is the like investment into the game? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's cool to be your brand, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you gotta understand that at some point you gotta get out the hood and really go do that. Like, really
Nah,
go
dude,
to these
yeah.
other cities. Like, and I don't know them boys like situations as far as probation or
Yeah,
if
what
they can
had
even
going
leave,
on at
all
the
that
time.
shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, damn, even if niggas like feel me like Chief Keef did don't like on house arrest.
Mhm.
So it's like it ain't impossible, and if you already had that buzz around you, it's definitely some shit you can do, you know.
Yeah.
So that's all I really got towards, you know, the whole Orlando rap scene. Like proud of it, and I see it still pushing, but I hate to see the more creative and artistic side of the game stuck.
in the shadows.
Yeah, like when I see people doing the shows back home, it's like they still do. It's like the same tier of show. You feel me? Like it don't seem like the shows graduated more. It was like we got them there as far as like FL and left field. Like we got them to this point, and then boom, they plateaued. It was kind of like there was no more progress. Nobody kind of like took the reins like on some we gonna make it do it like this now, bada bing, bada boom. So it's like shit for the trap rappers. They ain't really got to do all the other creative shit. They just gotta show up to beach them, bust a show,
Yeah.
go to Guild, bust a show,
Yeah.
and that's really it. So I guess it like depends on who looking at it, because a lot of people might think that they get their credit, but I don't think they do. As far as
what do you mean, who?
the creative.
Oh, I see what
the
you're
more
saying.
creatives, they might think that they get their credit, but
Yeah. I thought Cuddem Reese was on 100K for some reason.
nah. I mean, shit, I ain't seen no chain on them.
Yeah.
I ain't seen the chain.
That's like the QC of Florida.
Exactly right. Exactly.
That shit's going up big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think. Yes, I don't know personally. He might be, but I don't think so. I don't think I seen nothing in his post
I
or
don't
it's
think
on
so,
his
no.
page. Yeah.
That's what I thought, just because I would have thought that just by how big he was blowing up, like you said, because like Hot Boy signed there or whatever, and once anybody gets with 100K, I feel like they go up. They got all the connections just off of like the Melly shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely about to be a powerhouse out there. Like as far as the whole West Side go, like
Yeah.
we're still definitely about to be a powerhouse as long as niggas can stay out of jail.
I think the scene's gonna change though. You know what I'm saying? Like with what you're saying, it's like it's going through like the trap phase or whatever, but it's like everything. It's got cycles. It's gonna change. Like they're gonna blow up, and then people gonna come after them, and it's gonna change. I don't think it's always gonna be on like just a strictly street shit. Like I think probably like 2 years it's gonna be like some people coming up that are like way different. You know what I'm saying? That it's not even on that type of shit. So I mean that's good, just because more people gonna get their shine and all that.
Yeah, definitely. So shit, another topic, but as far as the creative shit go though, how would you say you work with like the whole having a lady, just significant other and doing this shit? Like how you work with
Yeah.
that? Like you know what I'm saying? Are you in a situation now?
Nah, I'm not. I
So-
was though, but
So it's like how you manage that as an artist, because it's like you're successful at your craft.
yeah.
So you're definitely, you know what I'm saying, can survive off just your camera alone type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And you do. And with that come work, because you got to edit
Yeah.
that shit on the back end and actually go shoot it. So I know how many hours that shit take up. So how do you manage that? And how would you tell, like, you know what I'm saying, other people who younger than us, like the niggas who's 17, 18, who'll be watching
That's
this
trying to
shit,
do it.
doing
That
it,
somebody
yeah.
don't want them to or some shit like that.
Not don't want them to, but like how they manage like a love life, basically. Like if they got a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever, however it may be.
Shit,
What?
I couldn't tell you.
Right? That is-
I couldn't tell you. I just be on my computer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
Nah.
and that might just be it. You feel me?
Yeah,
Because
I
you
don't
might not
know.
have found it out. Yeah,
yeah, I feel
yourself,
like
yeah.
when it comes to like dreams or like what you want to do, you always got to put that over a person. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
At the end of the day, like,
because if they not chasing that same goal with you, then it's like, well, they chasing their dreams.
yeah, like think about it. Like, you put aside like your dreams for somebody, and then that bitch don't want to be with you no more. Like you done fucked up. You gonna be real fucked up.
Right, you fucked
You know what I'm
up.
saying? You gonna be real mad then.
Right,
So it's
you done
like
fucked up.
you might as well put that shit before. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, it's a balance to everything. Like that's all you really gotta do. Find the right balance. But shit, you gonna have to get somebody mad sometimes.
Man, because boy, it just do
That
not
shit
be that
happened with
easy.
you?
Oh man, man, my whole man.
I know how it is for artists, period, just because like, say you doing a video and it calls for a girl to be in it.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
know how I've seen that happen before. I know how that
Right.
is, yeah.
It's just more so of like, they don't, from my experience, it's like they never really securing what they want to do in life. Like they don't know what they want. And I know what I want as far as
Yeah.
my end goal, you know what I'm saying? My end goal is the spaceship, space station, need that. So it's like, that's
the
what I'm
moon.
thinking. So
yeah.
if you don't know what you want to do in life, which is a lot to ask of a person, especially like at our age and when we was coming up doing it. Like I knew I wanted to do this when I was, like 15. You know what I'm saying? I
that's
already
early
knew,
to
like
know,
bang.
yeah.
I already knew, and I'm still doing the same shit, going for it. So to ask that on somebody else, especially, you know what I'm saying, we growing up, going, you know what I'm saying, they going to college, I'm running the girls who in college, like all that stuff is like, it's a lot to ask on a person, and I don't blame nobody for that. It's just like, don't think that I'm going to slow up, hold, or put anything on hold until I accomplish what I need to accomplish. So it definitely, you know, was never a big problem, but I was always it was like I was always very focused, and that's something that I do tell like women off the dribble is like, one thing you don't ever worry about, you ever thinking that you're gonna stop me from chasing my dreams. Like don't ever worry about that, because I'm so head first about it. Like it's gonna always be that. So that's kind of
that's how you gotta be. That's the only advice I would give somebody, is to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if that's what you really want to do, you're not going to be sorry in the end if some shit happens, and then you still got your dream at the end of the day.
Right. It's like you ain't really going to be phased or hurt. Like, it's going to hurt at first, but at the end of the day, your dream's going to make you happier, and then you just got to believe that you're going to accomplish your dreams.
Yeah. Nah, that shit's complicated, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it is. This shit is not easy, man. And it's just kind of like at some points, it just don't be seeming like they understand. And then you think that you want somebody in the same position as you, so they do understand. And then I got somebody like that. I was like, damn, they just full of themselves. It's like, because me, it's like, even though I say I'm like, you're not going to deter me away from my dreams, it doesn't mean that I'm selfish. It doesn't mean that I don't care about you as a person. But as a lot of artists are, and even when you're a paid artist, you got to be selfish, because you got to focus on like your craft,
what you're building,
and all that shit. So it's like, I don't think that person understood that they were being as selfish as they were, but it's like, that's just something that I saw. I mean, it didn't really like last long, but at the same time, it was like, damn, you really don't see this, and I'm not really in a position or have the space or time to kind of show this to you, you know? It was like, okay, that's how you living, cool, and just leave it like that. But that's what it was, though. And it was like, you're an artist, so I understand it. Like, I'm an artist too. I'm just not that selfish. Like,
oh, somebody else was selfish?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, somebody else was just being selfish. Like my partner was. She was being selfish, and it was like, damn. I don't say selfish too many times, so I said shellfish. But yeah, so it was like Shawty was being selfish as a motherfucker, and like I said, it was like, okay, you can be like, do that. Like, I'm not gonna hold you back from nothing. I'm not about to try to expose this to you right now. Yeah, it would be cool for us to be together, but like I said, where we at now is like, I ain't got the energy for that. Like, it's cool. I'm saying, want to pull up, suck some dick. That's what's up. But other than that, it's like, shit, we could just be artists together instead of being together.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know how that would work, like coming together with somebody who's on the same mindset that we're on, because I've never experienced that. But like, I felt like it would be better, but you tell me that it's
bro,
not.
I'm telling
it's
you,
crazy.
like,
It's more complicated.
Bro, it is, because especially, it depends on the person, because like, okay, so another thing I've experienced out here, since we're in LA, you're gonna run into the film students. So like the women in film. So now it's like, I'm running into them, and it's like, man, like, they on it, but from my experience so far, they're very book bound. Like, they just know what's about the book side of it. They don't have the freelance experience like me and you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, did you go to school for cinema?
Nah. That I've noticed that with people who go to school though, it's like they're like students, like they're real deal students.
Yeah.
So it's like yeah, like us, you didn't go neither. So yeah, like us, it's just like, if you want to do something, you don't think, oh, let me check. You know, you just
like
do that shit.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, shit, look into this. Like, when I came up with like just the set for the podcast, right? So my first thing was like, I wanted to be a visual because FL thing. So that's the first thing. But how to creatively make that bitch hit different? Yeah, it was like, boom, the fucking camcorder. Make the A-cam, the camcorder. It's just aesthetically
like
different.
Vibe,
and it's like, that's, you know what I'm saying? We still got Boom Boom over there. You feel me? The big Titans hanging out, but it's the whole point to be aesthetically different, and then hopefully the content you listening to, you'll keep coming back for it. But at least if you know what I'm saying, somebody might be watching it on their television with a group of friends, and it still looks good to watch, you know.
Nah, I see what you're saying.
That was like definitely like my first thought of like, okay, this is my set design. But before, well, not my set design, but how my set is even going to be seen before I even started like rearranging this shit. I was like, well, shit, damn, everybody just talking to a fucking 4K camera now with mics. And if I'm not about to be doing this for like me trying to get something off my chest, then like what else is going to be in it for the people?
Yeah.
And the visual part of it. So it's like, yeah, this should be on Spotify or whatever, but the whole point of it is like to really watch it on YouTube. That's what I want from it. But it's a podcast though, so not too many people will be, you know what I'm saying, want to watch motherfuckers sit down, but then you watch Joe Rogan shit. And it's like fucking 1.2, that nigga average 1.5 million followers a show. So it's like, not followers, but viewers. So
yeah, it's like the best podcast ever.
Right. So
you
it's
seen
like
the Dave Chappelle
episode?
He was on Dave Chappelle. Was on there. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I really want to watch
you talking about the older episodes or new?
Nah, he was on there with Darnell.
Yeah, Darnell Bronze, yeah.
He was on there again on the Spotify version.
Oh, see, I ain't seen that one.
Yeah,
no.
me neither. I want to, but it's just like them bitches be so long. You gotta like.
Yeah. Oh no, I do. That's the one thing about them, and that's why I fuck with YouTube heavy. Is that they like on the app? It's like it holds your place on the video, so it's like you can fuck around, click a video by accident, or close that
you
bitch,
come back to it. You saying,
and then come back, and it's like boom, same spot. That's the most clutch shit that YouTube ever did.
But on those podcasts, that's something you listen to like shit on a ride, like on a long ass drive, on a plane.
Yeah, me, I would like watching them bitches personally. I like
straight
watching
up
them.
just watching them.
Yeah, but I watch it in like segments mostly.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't really watch it like straight up like a movie. I usually watch like I said, stop it. I go do some other shit, come back, and it's in the same spot. But I usually watch it for comedians, and then he'll have the interesting motherfucker because if it's like it's comedians, so I'm trying to see the reactions and all that shit. Yeah. And then it was like, you know, the smart motherfuckers he be having on there, like the fucking archaeologists and goddamn geologists and all the other ologists. So then after a while, I was like, oh, damn, these interesting ass people. Some of them I just listen to, but I don't know. I'm a big, like, I consume a lot of YouTube. So
yeah, me too.
So it's like, I do watch a lot of the podcasts, but like I said, I go back to it because I can't sit there for the whole 2 hours or 2.5 hours. So
no, I feel you. Yeah. I fuck with like the comedian shit too. You watch a lot of stand up and shit?
Oh yeah, comedy my favorite thing. Like it goes like I don't know which come first, like cinematography, music, or fucking comedy.
Comedy.
Like cause I love like stand up. Like I did some stand up sets back home.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Like,
how was that? You wrote for it, or you just
like I wrote some jokes, but then it's like, man, it's hard. It's hard. It's like trying. He's like, I ain't going. He's like, I ain't even trying. He's like, yeah, bro, that shit hard as hell. Cause man, like just going up there, being on your like, basically having the confidence to tell the joke, and then having the confidence to like move on if the joke don't hit. Yeah. And then like just being yourself and not trying to like act like something else or be something extra,
like a character or some shit.
It is a balancing act that I got a lot of respect for people, but I love comedy, bro. Like
that do that, yeah. I think that's why I like it so much too, cause like I don't even know how they go up there and talk for like however long they're talking and make people laugh every 5 seconds type shit, like. Because I know you got to make them laugh like every like 15, something like that, or like you're going to lose them type shit.
Right, or people that's not, especially if you're new, like, but that's the one thing, though, people who are watching new comedians 9 times out of 10 are enthusiasts of the comedic genre, you know what I'm saying, of comedy itself. So, you know, it'll be like, you have a little bit more leeway because they understand how hard it is, and they're like, I just want to see this person good. But I'm not gonna judge them because they're bad, because 95% of the motherfuckers are bad. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like most people gonna think you bad before you good. So that's kind of how I went up there with it. Like I made, you know what I'm saying, the crowd laugh a couple times. One time I bombed, but it was because everybody bombed. Like it was the whole night. Like
it was like the audience or something.
Yeah, the audience. Yeah, the whole night they bombed. So with that, it was like shit. At least everybody else bombed. So that was that, but yeah, comedy is my shit. Like that's why I can't wait to get to actors and shit, like just to do the skits and stuff like that. Just when
Yeah.
I find people who down for that, who down to do, the acting, the extra stuff, like that's gonna be great because I already got like skits and shit like that I want to do. I don't really know no funny movie I want to shoot. Like I don't have no script for that.
Ideas for that, yeah.
Nah, but I do. I got one
Skits,
for like
though,
more
yeah.
of a drama called Plug. But yeah, other than that though, it's like I just like my favorite genre is comedy, is movies. Favorite like people most of the time is comedians. Even though my favorite movie is Scarface, but
I just saw that again the other day. That
Yeah,
shit
on
is good.
Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I
that's-
watched it twice while it's been on there. Good ass movie.
bro, nigga, like
Every
that.
time it's on, you just gotta
You gotta
sit down
watch
and finish
it, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it. That movie right there, dead ass, taught me like before I even got in the streets, it gave me my street mentality.
Yeah, I feel like
Like-
everybody says that.
Like,
type
bro,
of
I
shit.
watched Scarface because my mom told me not to watch it. It was one of those, like,
Yeah.
And then one day she went to work, fucked up. She gone from 5 in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm on
you
that.
can watch that shit 10 times.
Boy, when I saw that shit, and I watched it so many times because,
Yeah.
and then when they put it on Netflix the first time, like long time ago, like years ago, watched it every day I came home from school, and it was just like, damn, this nigga right here, like the whole arc of
The
it.
arc is
it's
like-
just like, man, it's a classic arc. You know what I'm saying? The rise, the rise of the oppressed hero, and then the fall of him because of their ego, like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
just became too much, and it's like, damn, Tony.
It really
like,
show you like how not to like
how not to be,
not
basically.
to be, yeah.
Like
That's why everybody says they want to be Sosa and not Tony.
right.
Yeah.
And man, you feel me? Even not even Manolo, like 'cause
Who's Manolo in
That's
that?
his best friend. That's the
Oh,
one he
yeah.
killed for his
Yeah,
sister.
man, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Gina, like his sister, like damn, it's like damn, Tony. Like at the same time though, I don't know. I'm split between Manolo and you know what I'm saying, and Tony because
Like whose side you're on in that
yeah,
situation?
because he told him.
Not to do it. And he was serious.
Right, he was
like it wasn't like,
dead
hey,
ass.
come on, man, chill.
Yeah, right.
Like he was like, don't
No,
fuck with her for
no,
real.
don't even like. He even all he did was ask about her.
Yeah.
And nope, none of that.
Nah.
And then for him to Shorty to see you like open the door and to see his like sister not
Yeah.
naked but
he
just
was
in
already
the
pissed
robe.
off, I think, too, right?
Oh yeah, that
what
whole
happened
night.
before that?
He came from somewhere, I think.
Was it?
Did he come from that dinner? I think right. That dinner at
He was
the,
just he just got shot at, I think, right? At the club.
Nah, that's not because it
That's
was
a
towards the.
different
And
time?
I think this was the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I think this was like the end of it, where basically that happened, and then that's when they ran up on like because he went back to his crib, and after he shot Manolo, and then that's when they ran down on him at
Okay,
his
yeah.
crib. So
Yeah.
I think that's when I think that was the bad guy speech before that.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then
you're
he
right.
left that because he was pissed because he was in the back of that motherfucker pissed off. And then he
Yeah.
was pulling up. That's the one thing, bro. It's like
Yeah.
he booted up, drunk in the
Drunk,
motherfucker. His
coked
wife
up.
pissed him
Yeah.
off at this shit. And he just made a scene at this fancy ass club. He's
And
like,
then he's
damn, I'm
gonna
about to
go
see my
to his-
homeboy.
He's gonna
Yeah.
go to his sister's house, like come or
His
wherever
homie,
he was
yeah,
at.
his homeboy house. That was Manolo crib.
Yeah.
He was like, damn, I'm about to go to Manolo crib. You know what I'm saying? Talk to my dog, get this shit off my chest. This fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get on ass like that. And then he opened it and she looked down like, Tony, you fire.
Why did she look happy though? I remember she looked happy to see him.
Oh,
like-
because she was high as a motherfucker.
yeah,
bro.
she's like Tony.
Yeah,
like,
she was high as a
no.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, everybody's high. Everybody's tensions are up in the
Yeah,
air, man.
He was weird with his sister though in that movie. Like,
Yeah,
it was.
'cause-
That's why I don't know who shot him because he was being a little bit OD.
yeah, he
weird.
was being overprotective, but I feel that it was like, if it's like your family and then your best friend, you would think that that's what you would want it to, how you
Yeah.
would want it to go down. But at the same time, it's like, is your best friends the people? You know, it's like that's just your best friend. Might not be the best person towards women. You know what I'm saying? That nigga might be a womanizer, and as far as you know, that's all you and him been doing. All you, him, and
I think
do,
that's
just
kinda
go
how
fuck
it
bitches.
was set up.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all just go fuck bitches together,
Yeah.
and he ain't never seen you with no wife, no girl, you know what I'm saying, or nothing like that. So it's like, hell nah, I'd rather her be with some Joe Schmo she ran into at the club
Yeah.
who got a cocaine problem and she got problems with him here and there
Yeah.
than to be with my kingpin best friend,
Yeah.
because I'm a kingpin, and then her be double wrapped up in this life. Because now
she was already kind of getting into it. because of
exactly,
him.
and
Yeah.
it's like now she's in the bitch. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, bro, that was a great movie.
You ever played the game?
I think I only played like the PSP version.
Where I
Yeah.
fucked with that game just because I thought it was a fire idea, like to like have him not die at the end, and then like you
Oh.
continue it from there. Like
So that's what it
fire.
was. So that's what
Yeah.
the game was.
It's like instead of like him dying, like it starts right when that war starts, and like when the dude comes to shooting you in the back, you turn
Oh.
around and you get him. and
Oh
you just-
damn! And you start the game from there. That's
yeah,
hard.
you make it out of the crib, and then
Oh
you just keep
shit,
going.
that's
up.
hard. Oh shit, bro! I was wondering if they were gonna ever do like a sequel to that bitch.
Yeah,
but then it
that's
was
why I
like,
fuck with the game because it's like a
The
sequel
sequel.
will fuck it up.
Yeah, a
but
sequel
a game
definitely fuck it up.
Would just
Yeah, it's just a game,
It's just
yeah.
a game. Yeah,
nobody looking at a game for no cinematic value.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, that's hard though. I ain't never played a game.
yeah. It was like GTA type shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm about to say it's kind of like true crime GTA.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, fucking.
that's time. That shit
yeah, that was
kind of fast.
Yeah, that was 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? You trying to go to 5:30? It's 5:16.
Yeah, fuck it. We go 5:30.
So yeah, the game was hard. Well, not hard, but the movie was so hard, and it kind of taught me so much as a young nigga. Like, it taught me more than what niggas probably learned from Paid in Full and
I
fucking
like that movie too.
what it was, Juice, and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Basically, like all the black versions of those movies. Like, it definitely taught me more than those versions, but probably because I saw like Scarface so early, and it was just focused on him. You know what I'm saying? It was like, this is him before this nigga left Cuba. Well, this is him as soon as he leave Cuba.
Yeah,
He ain't dealing with no shit.
Working
and it's
in
all him,
sandwich shop, whatever.
him. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and it was like, damn, that's crazy. And then it's in Miami. You know they shot that bitch in L.A.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, after Chi ass died, well, after they killed, well, not Chi, but Chi the one who got the goddamn yayo. But after that scene, the first drug deal where they was on South Beach,
Yeah.
and then they went up there and bro was down there at the car hollering at the bitches, and Tony went in
Yeah,
there.
that's a fire scene. That was LA. You're saying?
Nah, that was the last scene that they shot in Miami.
I was gonna
because-
say you could tell that's Miami.
Yeah, they still last scene they shot because they said that the locals thought that the film was funded by Fidel because they shot it in '87 or
Yeah.
'89. So the locals thought that bitch was Fidel, like, funded by him. So they basically kind of ran him out the city, like they wouldn't let him like do it.
That was when the whole Cuba shit was.
Yeah,
going on.
it was. That's what was crazy. Like it was literally happening at the same time,
That
and they
they
were
did
shooting
it.
it at the same
Yeah.
time. So, it was. So they ran them basically to L.A. So they shot the rest of that bitch in L.A.
That shit's a remake too. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Scarface? Yeah. I've never seen the original. Like fucking 1910.
Yeah,
Some
it's like
crazy
that shit whack.
Yeah, no one.
Like,
watch
right?
that.
Nobody want to watch that whack ass shit. Right.
Yeah, but nah, I fuck with Paid in Full too. That other movie you mentioned, that's a fire movie. All that low key street movie type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking you. So you got a top 3 movie list?
Nah, it's no way. I don't think I could pick that. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you? You could pick a top.
I
3?
mean, yeah, Scarface, Pursuit of Happiness, and Saving Private Ryan.
Okay. It's too hard for me. I don't know. I just watch so many movies and I'm like, I'm low key like one of those people that'll watch a movie and I'll give it the benefit of the doubt sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever watch a movie like that's bad, but you're like, oh, that shit's ass. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, it was alright.
Oh,
So
true.
it's like so many movies that I fuck
Where you were
with.
like, oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
But it's like, what movie like that you like won't get tired of? That's the thing. It's like those 3 movies I've watched so
You
many
watch them so
times,
much,
and
yeah.
I've like I haven't got tired of them, and there's something I love about it each time.
I fuck with a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies.
Okay.
For sure. Like, I think Kill Bill was the first movie I ever seen like when I was young, to where like I seen like a really good movie. So that's probably top 3 for sure.
Top 3, yeah, Kill
Yeah.
Bill.
1 and 2, like both of them are fire. You fuck with those?
Yeah, Kill Bill was like Kill Bill was hard because it was harder to me after I like learned more about cinema and shit.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, this is why to appreciate it more.
like a
past the
tribute. Mm-hmm.
fact it was a good movie. You know, like it was a good movie, but then I saw why I liked it as such a good movie. Cause like I watched you like Hateful Eight?
Yeah. Hateful Eight's kind of slept on.
Hateful Eight so slept on because it's
That's
a lot
his
of
most
talking.
slept on movie, yeah.
Cause it's so much, bruh. Them niggas got
But
3
it's
scenes.
good, though.
I know it's great, but you got to be a real film enthusiast
yeah,
for
exactly.
it. Because if you're sitting here looking for another Django, that wasn't
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something where these niggas really went over lines. Like, I forgot how much, because I looked it up. Like, boy, they said that screenplay was dumb long.
No, it's
Like,
long.
they said
There's
that's
an extended. Have you seen the extended? Bro, I don't know how you extend a 3-hour movie already. Like, and
Bro.
they split it to a mini series, like on Netflix.
Oh,
but you
damn.
should watch it. Like, if you, that's what I'm saying. You have to be a film like person to really fuck with that movie, because I just think it's crazy that there's, like you said, 3 different locations. Really,
Mm-hmm.
one main location. They're in one room, like
Yeah, that's
probably
the
like
best.
twice the size of this, the whole
Yeah,
movie,
the whole fucking thing.
and you're like into it. You're like, God damn, what's about to happen?
This a good ass right, and
Yeah.
that's why I was like, damn, this right here. I knew his writing first got me with Pulp Fiction,
yeah,
Reservoir
that's up there
Dogs,
too, yeah.
and Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, like that's when his writing really caught me. Like when I paid attention to like Quentin Tarantino's writing past the like his cinematic value, like his writer's value. Like that's where I was like, okay,
Yeah.
like damn, like this nigga's a good writer. And then like, boy, the Hateful Eight, that shit right there really locked it in for me. Cause I'm like, damn, this nigga's nice. Like this
Yeah.
nigga made me sit here and watch these niggas just talk amongst each other. Basically, if you minus all the set,
Yeah,
them
there's
niggas are just
nothing
in a
that
room.
happens. It's just
spin
talking.
like yeah, just spin
Yeah.
fucking lines at each other. So that was like that was something I think that for him seemed like a flex. He was like, watch how I do this.
Yeah,
Watch how
yeah.
Netflix. Watch how I
I
got
can
this.
see that. I
Netflix
never thought
movie.
about it like that.
And watching like I'm about to write this fucking masterpiece. And my thing is like how this nigga can write so many like movies. Like,
Yeah, I think he's doing one more and that's it. That's what he's saying. That'll be his, I think 10th or some shit like that. So,
oh damn, true. Yeah, see.
yeah, that'll be his 10th movie.
That's I don't. It's like damn. I want to be a director, as far as like any type of
Movies and
cinema.
shit.
But
Yeah, that's the
damn,
goal for real.
To
Get into movies.
I'm just to think about the fact of like you were a director and it's like somebody like I don't even know how you get into that game. You feel me? Like how you get to the point to where they're either waiting on you,
To drop a movie.
but how you like just Quentin Tarantino like. Just how that whole industry go, and that's what like those when I was telling you about the film students, they know that side of things
Yeah.
that I don't know.
Exactly.
Like you feel me? Like
yeah.
Shorty be
I
talking,
feel like that too. Yeah.
yeah, like Shorty be talking about all the like the set stuff and like a screenplay is supposed to be
Set
this minimal.
lingo.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit. And
I don't
like
know none of that.
she doing right now. Shorty doing this like she had to basically do all the music copyright stuff, and she had to reach out to all the labels and all that shit like for the movie, and it was pretty hard. I'm like, damn, like shit, like let me see them contracts before, you know what I'm saying, when you get them, just so I could see like what it is. Like that's like she like my peek into the game, you know what I'm saying, right
to see
now.
what it's looking like.
Yeah, and then like I'm the freelance side of shit right now. It's
That's
like
fire. I'm gonna have to get me a bit like
Yeah,
that so
hey,
she could put me on.
Hey, bro, that's
On
but that's
what
the
it
thing
is,
though. It's
yeah.
like shit. It'll help, but Shorty kind of like like she gets paid, but I don't know how much the amount. I don't know like the frequency. Like I ain't never really asking to all of that, but it just is like damn. Like how long do you have to do this before you get to live like you want to live? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because they gotta work their way up through a set. And stuff
Right,
like
they
that.
gotta work their way up, and it's like that's exactly what this was supposed to circumnavigate. Like
I feel like you're better off building a platform and then making like funding your own shit.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you better off like getting to like, cause I know Cole Bennett wants to start doing movies.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Bennett drops a movie, people gonna watch it.
People gonna watch it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you build a platform like him, and then you drop your movies type shit.
Right, and that's what all I'm doing with the FL is just like shit, making a platform, and then having the people who fuck with the platform fuck with the content.
Nah, for real.
What I'm saying, shout out your brand and
Shit.
everything you got going on.
Kris G __ Jug Visions. That's my production company. Orlando, hit me up for a video.
Yes, sir.
Gonna
Fucking,
be moving with movies eventually too.
Yeah, like that's definitely
Short films and all that.
Like y'all definitely gonna see this nigga on the scene, like
Yeah.
still like going dummy. Like right now I can't name a harder videographer in the O. To be real,
I appreciate it, bro.
So
Yeah.
it's like shit. Because as far as like hustle, knowing what they about, the quality of their work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them knowing their business and shit like that, it's like shit. Can't name nobody else harder, going harder.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man.
Bro, for real.
Yeah, this shit is wild that we like niggas out here now. You feel me? Met in the O.
Yeah,
There's
I
some
know.
business out there.
And I
Now
just
niggas
happen to
in
be
East
out here.
Hollywood with it. And I
Yeah.
shit, using San Diego.
Yeah.
Now you down here, you know what I'm saying? We doing this now. Definitely gonna drop this for the world to see. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna, ain't gonna do no crazy numbers, but that's the whole point, is for like us to, when we are there, then
Nah,
be
for
like,
sure.
damn,
They'll go back and
episode
watch
2,
this
right?
bitch.
Damn, episode 2,
Yeah.
niggas, and you gonna be like, damn, bro, my hair, my this, my that. You gonna be a different person, you feel
Yeah,
me? And
nah.
I am too. And
For
it's
sure.
like, I'm be like, damn, nigga, like, I really did forget my sweater and wear that tank top the whole time. Right? Like, I swear to God,
Yeah,
I
shit
looked
like
down
that.
halfway through this bitch. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I just got a tank top on, but I'm like, shit, fuck it. It's a good conversation.
Fuck it, man.
But
For the culture.
yeah, man, appreciate you coming out, bro.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see the come up crazy. Shit, we on the come up still. So yeah, but what's your the YouTube channel? So
My
people can
YouTube
subscribe?
channel, Kris Gonzalez, KrisGonzalez. You could just look it up. I'm like the first one that comes up, or you could just look up like Kris G __, and it comes up
All right,
on
bet.
YouTube. Yeah.
What's the latest project, or any project specifically you want to shout out as far as like video and things, something you proud of? Just have people go run that up.
Shit, nothing really. I mean, I've shot some fire out here. I shot like 2 videos fire out here. I'm trying to do that one today, but yeah, look out for the shit that I'm dropping from LA. That's gonna be fire. Clothing, you know, I dropped the hoodies and all that
Yeah.
for my brand, so
Yeah, the jug
look out for
visuals.
that too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, that's about to be it for this episode. You know what I'm saying? It's Lauren True, Kris G tuning out this bitch. Y'all stay up.
Yes, sir.
Audio Jungle.
This is a podcast
Brought to you by the Film Network.
Audio Jungle.
And remember, everything great begins by the water. Enjoy.